name is Patrick King, and I'm with Miller King. And here we have 6 lawyers, and we all concentrate and focus in 2 to 3 practice areas. One of the areas we practice in is personal injury law. Specifically today, I want to talk with you about tractor-trailer or semi-truck accident type cases. These are very different from an auto case in the fact that generally the damages or the incident can be catastrophic. It can be very, very serious. And it can be on the auto side too. That is, 2 cars when they collide cause a traffic crash. What we're referencing here is perhaps a personal vehicle and a semi-tractor trailer truck or a big rig. And when that happens, generally, because of the size of the tractor trailer, the accident can be very significant, fatal, and catastrophic. In these cases, it's also different because generally there will be a pretty thorough investigation, not only by law enforcement, such as the state police, but the plaintiff's counsel, that is, the person who is injured hires an attorney general in these cases, and it would be up to the plaintiff's lawyer or plaintiff's counsel to employ a team of experts, essentially, because the 24 to 48 hours after the accident is a really critical time to investigate facts, take witness statements, try to investigate the site of the accident. How did this happen? There's electronics involved in the semi-tractor truck. There's a little thing called a black box. And so there's all these factors where the experienced plaintiff's attorney will have a team of experts that will immediately get on the site and scene of the accident to investigate how this all happened. Again, the damages can be very significant or astronomical. The other thing is that when it involves a tractor trailer or a semi-truck, federal regulations come into place, and that is that there is federal regulations that control and concern federal motor carriers, that are motor vehicles of a certain size, commonly known as a tractor trailer or a semi-truck. And therefore, trucking companies are bound to adhere and follow these guidelines and regulations. And so it's really important to hire an attorney who understands that tractor trailers are governed by these federal regulations, how these regulations impact the rules of the road, and also how these regulations would impact a person's case in the event that one is involved in a tractor trailer or semi-truck accident. The first step, obviously, again, in or similar to an auto case, is to contact police. Call 911 if somebody's injured, call the police. The next step after that is to seek the reasonable necessary medical care and treatment. I would say, unlike an auto case where maybe a week or 2 can lapse, that initial day, 2, 3, or week is really critically important to retain an attorney, to employ a team of experts to investigate the traffic crash, to investigate the vehicles involved, the tractor trailer, etc. So I would say the time speed is quicker and faster when it comes to a tractor trailer accident compared to a traffic crash between 2 personal vehicles. So the process has to speed up. Now, there are those situations where it's catastrophic and maybe the person's family has to respond. Well, there's obviously a lot of options if there is a lag or a delay in hiring an attorney. But by and large, the process is call the police, seek medical care and treatment. If you have time, notify your insurance company, and then make sure that you seek the advice and counsel of a law firm or an attorney who is very familiar and experienced in tractor trailer accidents. Absolutely. So here at Miller King, we're brought in as co-counsel in all kinds of cases. There are times where somebody's involved in an Illinois tractor trailer case, but they may hire a lawyer from their home state, and then that lawyer may work with us in a co-counsel relationship with Miller King serving as local counsel to work with either a national law firm or a law firm out of state. And that happens. There's always an opportunity to help the out-of-state law firm become admitted to practice in Illinois. It's called a pro hoc vice motion. Really fancy, we're just saying that an out-of-state attorney is licensed in one state, can practice law in Illinois. So we serve as local counsel on many cases, and we enjoy working with law firms out of state. There's always a learning relationship, and it's fun to work with other attorneys. So, but if you're involved in an out-of-state accident, I would encourage that maybe the first step is to call a lawyer you do know to see if they can help you, because you're going to have a lot of questions, and the legal requirements and all of the stress and anxiety involved in a major accident. So if you know an attorney, call them. Otherwise, if it's in an area in which you know no lawyers and you don't have a family friend that's a lawyer, I would say the next step is to do your research online, call around, and again, the client or the potential client must be really diligent in hiring a lawyer who's experienced, who does understand that truck accident cases require a wealth of knowledge and a wealth of experience in order to properly prosecute these claims for people who sustain injuries or catastrophic injuries in these type of cases. When it comes to time to settle a case, again, truck accident cases can take several months up to several years. Any time that a client would call and say that I received a settlement offer within the first week, 2 or 3 of an accident is totally a red flag. First of all, nobody can understand their damages until they're completely done with their medical care and treatment. They've been released by a doctor, or a doctor has indicated or said with certainty that future care and treatment will be necessary. So the initial step would be to notify your insurance carrier, but do not enter into any settlement agreements, especially early on, until you've sought the advice and counsel of a lawyer or a law firm. Again, truck accident, semi-truck cases, tractor trailer cases, these can take a very long time because of the complexity of the issues and the complexity of these type of cases. So we would strongly urge folks to take their time when finding a lawyer, but also do not enter into a quick, fast settlement, because you could be liable for tens of thousands of dollars in medical expenses, or far greater. You could also have lost tens of thousands of dollars in lost wages. The goal of any personal injury case or personal injury claim is to seek fair and reasonable compensation. And the only way to do that is using diligence, being patient, and understanding the process to make an informed decision.